So I recently went through a quite positive situation which gave me good vibes, and I thought I would share it with someone else in case they were looking for such situations in order to increase their positive vibes and to feel better, right? So I went for dinner with my daughter, and she's 6, almost 7, and I always try to entertain her and to keep her busy when we have dinner, and we do things that children would not normally have fun with. And we were in a Japanese restaurant, and I was trying to find ways to entertain her and to play some little games. And so I started looking around, and I said, okay, what can I do, right? What can we do? And looking around, I see all these people here in Brussels, melting pot of people, started thinking about the different origins and the different cultural backgrounds and the different stories of each of these people. And literally sitting next to me, we had a couple, a young couple, probably in their early 20s. And I was immediately struck by their genuine interactions and by their genuine love. I mean, you could clearly tell they were in love and enjoying their time, and that struck me. And I also noticed that my daughter was looking at them and wondering who knows what. She's 6, so difficult to say. And I look at her and I ask her a question, and I say, do you think they're siblings or do you think they're a couple? And she replies straight away. She says, I think they're a couple. And then I go and say, why do you think that? What makes you think that? And she says, I just think they're a couple. So I started playing a game with him, and I said, with her, with my daughter, and I said, look, you want to bet? I say they're siblings, and you say they're a couple, okay? She agrees, and okay, we agree to interrupt this couple who was sitting next to us and to ask them a question. Of course, my daughter was very shy, and she didn't want to, so I took charge of it. And I say in my poor French, sort of, I say, hi guys, sorry to interrupt you, but I'm betting with my daughter you're siblings. And she's saying you're a couple. Would you agree with me or with her? And they were immediately very nice and very collaborative and very much into the discussion, playing the game with me and my daughter. So also entertaining her in this little game. And they say, no, we're a couple. And okay, so I say, okay, too bad, I lose. So I lose the bet. My daughter wins, and they started laughing. We all laugh, and we continued. We kept going with our respective dinners. But it was a very nice interaction. And then at one point I was about to leave, and I thanked them again for having exchanged and played this game with me and with us. And so I look at them in the eyes, and I can clearly tell by their eyes that they were very genuine and very pure and very how can I say, honest and true in their also greetings and in their relating to us. And I love that moment sincerely, and I guess my daughter loved it too. So as I was walking downstairs, as I was walking back to the till to pay the bill, I went to the cashier, and I have a sudden thought, and I said, okay, look, these guys, they're in their early 20s probably, even younger possibly. They must be broke. It's a Friday night. They're having a good time, and let them have an even better time. So I'm gonna pay dinner for them, but without them knowing it, right? So I go to the cashier and I say, hi, look, I have to pay dinner for me and my daughter, but please pay the dinner for the couple who's sitting next to us too. And so they smiled at me, and the cashier smiled at me, and suddenly the news spread towards the rest of the personnel, and one guy came to me and he said, I would like to sit next to you next time I'm having dinner, which to be honest, I also quite appreciated. For sure, there's also an element of social validation in all this. But okay, I really felt genuinely to do this. Of course, I didn't tell these guys. They must have discovered later when they went to the cashier, when they asked for the bill, I guess. And then we leave. I left with my daughter, and I left with a smile. And then we went back to the car. And as I entered the car, my daughter looks at me, and I thought she was not listening to the conversation I was having with the cashier and with the rest of the personnel, and we were laughing about this situation. And she tells me, of course, I was speaking French, and she speaks perfect French, so she heard it, and my daughter tells me, Dad, you've been very kind to those guys. And I was literally astonished, and this really filled my heart, I have to say. So that was it, and I had, in the end, two amazing moments in the span of 30 seconds, because I felt I genuinely wanted to make these guys' evening and these guys' dinner a bit more pleasant, and I hope I did it. And on the other hand, I also passed on my possibly good feelings and my positive vibes to other people working in this restaurant, and also to my daughter, which I'm happy to have given a good example to. I reflected on that in the following days, and the takeaways is that sometimes, I mean, we spend so much time in our lives getting worried and getting stressed out about unpleasant things, and looking for happiness and looking for positive moments, and sometimes it takes very little. We really have to look into ourselves and into our most genuine feelings, and maybe just react as naturally as possible, without thinking too much, and doing what we feel we would like to do. And that is what I did in this specific circumstance, and to be frank, I'm happy about it. I want to spread positive vibes, and moving on, I want to leave good memories to people I encounter, even though I will not meet them again. So yeah, this may be possibly of inspiration to someone else looking for positive vibes, looking to spread positivity and positive moments. So you may want to do the same. You may want to do it as well. I leave it to you. As always, peace. Talk soon.